Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. Well, we are there. We're finally at the next wonder being completed. It looks like the Mohole mine finally got all of the resources necessary to build, and now it's just being constructed, which is going to be quite nice, saving us a little bit of production troubles for the rest of the game as we expand. But either way, I was thinking about all of that, and so I think we need to fix up a few things as far as our resource materials are concerned. So at the moment I do see that this little GHG factory is out of fuel. I think it's been this way for a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and try and fix things again. Let's make a little storage, and we're going to go for another fuel depot. We'll pop this in about... you know what? There will be good enough, actually. Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll go ahead and... actually, no, we'll swing this around. We can rotate this in here. There we go, and that should fit nicely. We'll go ahead and set that to 30, and that way these guys and any future ones we build should have access. But one thing we do need to continue on working on is our concrete. Now, we are trading at the moment for a little bit more, but I don't like exactly where we're at, so what we're going to do is, I've had a little bit of a look around, and we're going to go ahead and start tapping into our resources that are nearby. We're going to go ahead and build ourselves a new... wait a second. Drone hub. There we are. Going to go ahead and build one of these. This will give us access to everything in this little region. We should be able to... oh, wait a second. That's not quite the right spot to put it. We're going to put this right about... there. That way we have a little bit of an overlap, and that should keep things relatively accessible to our other drones. So we have a concrete depot in there, so that is well within there. That'll get carried across here, and then from there we should be all good. But either way, we will need to get that constructed, but it shouldn't be too bad. We'll send, I don't know, some drones from somewhere, and we will figure it out. Maybe even the transport. Yeah, RC transport. What about you? Can you do this automatically, or what are you doing, I should say? You're up over here doing nothing. Okay then, well, you know what, that's fine. Let's go ahead and we will recruit you. We need a couple of metals, yeah, about 10 of each, and we should be up and running. Alright, either way, there is the dust storm. We did have that. That is unfortunate, but at the same time too, it's not exactly the end of the world. It's providing us... oh no, actually we don't have as much power now during a dust storm. Alright then, well, notes made. Oh, let's just see, we have an entire month of oxygen and 2 weeks of water. I think that's fine. We should be, yeah, we're not even going to slow down any of our production. We'll be all good in that regard. Although, I am seeing we're still dealing with a fair bit of unemployment, which is a little bit of a pain. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I think we might build up ourselves a new polymer factory. We have a whole bunch of unemployed people in a couple of these domes. We can fix the overlap, and so you know what, more production, it's not a bad thing. So let's go ahead and do just that. Where do we want to put this building? We do want it accessible to both. That looks alright, but at the same time too, I don't necessarily trust that, whereas this looks a lot safer. So we'll go ahead and put this here. We'll place it like this. Yeah, that should be fun. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. That way it's right next to the tunnel. I don't think that's technically how they go about it, but I'd like to think that there's a nice little exit there. And then let's go ahead and plug that in as well. We're going to need some pipes. We'll just connect this directly to the dome. I see no reason why we shouldn't, so we'll go ahead and get that done. And actually, yeah, that'll be all good. So that'll be that. That'll get built. I think we may need some power cables for it, but you know, we'll get to that in time as well. Alright, so let's see, where was our transport before I got distracted? We need a couple of metals, so... actually no, we need a couple of electronics. So let's go and see. Let's load 10 of them. That should be fine. So we'll set that order, and then we'll quickly go and deposit them down over here. That also means we'll be able to free up our commander drone as well. At the moment, we need him to be able to transfer things across. Yeah, but that will not be an issue in the future. Not to mention, it also allows us to get some extra bits and pieces here and there, so we'll be fine.
Research complete.
Research. Waste rock liquefaction is over and done with. That's rather good. One more tech down is always nice. But I am wondering, is the Martian diet really what we need right now? Actually, I think what we might do is we might try and go for the Hanging Gardens. I think we might have... yeah, that might help us out. Maybe we'll put that in the retirement dome. I know that food's it's not really a concern, but at least this is a nice cheap tech as well. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and add in both of those. Though, yeah, we'll get those spies done. That way we have access to them if ever we want them. And then, who knows, maybe maybe we start thinking of a space elevator, or maybe a an excavator? That would be our concrete worries all done and dusted. Either way, we'll figure it all out. It's not here nor there at this stage. We've got some pretty good plans in the making. Alright, so let's see. RC Transport, where are you? You have not picked up what we want you to. Are you busted? How many are here? We have 7 electronics. Okay, well then, I guess you can go ahead and load on what's there. No, don't load resources. No, I want you to... Yeah, I want you to order the transport. Okay, just take them all. Okay. And you're automatically dropping them off. Oh, of course, we have it set to automatic mode. Well, that is where this is... There we are. Okay, that's that. That's 6. We need 2 more. What do we have over here? Nope, no electronics. Hey, there we go. Alright. Let's load 5 up from over here. Oops, and that'll do. And then... let's... load some metals as well. Yeah, let's load up 10 and that should be good. And then hopefully we can just go ahead and make what we need over here. Alright, so we'll drop them down. That'll be fine. We do have that polymer factory which does need to be connected. So let's go ahead and give them power. I guess the easiest way to just straight to the dome. Yeah, alright, so that'll be fine, that'll be up and running. Let's go ahead and open up an extra work shift or 2. This is going to guarantee that we have many polymers for the rest of the game. So that's nice. We will also go ahead and we may as well just go for the basic amplification for better production. We don't really need the power consumption as well. We're producing more than we need, so yeah, it is what it is. Though it does show us that we have a lot of geologists, a medic, some... what is that? No specialized, botanists even. Yeah, we've got an interesting collection of things. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's see, everybody there has a job, that's good. Most people are... oh wait, not supplied with shopping, dining and gaming. Okay, so... shopping is a big thing. We need to improve this a little bit more. Let's go ahead and build up a new facility. Let's go for shopping. We need... Okay, so we have grocers. We could go something along those lines. We might be able to go for a small an art store. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. Yeah, if we go ahead and did that, we'd be using up our polymers a little bit better. Get some luxury sorted out as well. Although we could also go for electronics. I think for now, we're just going to go with the basic art store. We'll go ahead and build one of them. And we will place that, I guess here. There's not much room for anything else at this stage. But either way, that should be fine. That should help out a few more people, give a few more jobs. Yeah, that'll all be fine.
Research complete.
Alright, there's our hanging gardens. And I think we're going to go ahead and build one in the dome over here. Yeah, we need exercise, shopping, social, and... Oh, okay, we need some more buildings as well, it seems. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can fix this. Let's go with the hanging gardens. This will give us exercise, relaxation, social, and playing. Sure, that is good. That is affordable. And then let's also go for... What was that? We needed... it was mainly shopping and social. Maybe a little bit of dining. So let's build up a new grocer. Services... have it, and we'll put that here. We'll leave this little tile here just in case we end up building a second retirement dome. We'll use that spot as a passageway to whatever's there. After all, these things are not going to be here for too much longer, so there's no real point in having to account for them in the future. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, these guys, let's go ahead and drop off your resources right about there. And then hopefully... Alright, now that we've done that, will this just automatically start building itself because of the nanobots? Yes, it will. So we can send you somewhere else. Alright. Alright, so let's just see. Now that we've got this up and running, we can take away both of these. Excellent. But again, we're still going to need to build up a couple more of these buildings here. So before we do that, let's just quickly see how much we need. Let's go for, wait a second, concrete extractor. This will cost us 5 and 2. That's not bad. In fact, you know what? We'll just give it a second. There we are. We'll let you finish what it's working on. Let's put you here. Let's put you... no cable connection. You know what? That's fine. We'll go ahead and put that there as well. And then rare metals, we can put this over here. And then we can even go ahead and get access to water if we really need. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that's really necessary right now. It could potentially be nice, but at the same time too, I don't think it's the greatest necessity. So let's see, that's 8. Take that to 20 metals and 8 machine parts. Alright then, let's find our little transport. There we go. Let's send you back up over here. Let's go ahead and load resources. We needed 20 and there we are. We needed 10. There we go. Okay. That should be fairly good. We'll go ahead and drop those off. That'll all be within access of the drones, so we don't even need to really worry about transporting them to anywhere in particular. Although we'll probably go for somewhere in the middle ground. Alright. But either way, there goes that dust storm. No real problems there. Again, not really hurting us. We'll slowly make back what we've got. Looks like those rockets are ready to go. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we've sent off the frigate on its
Research complete.
on its one-way journey. Alright then. Well, we'll see how that goes. Alright then, let's bring these guys down here. Let's unload the resources. Yep, so I did forget, we did have our planetary mission sorted out for that rocket there. It's a one-time use, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, and you know what, I think we're going to go ahead and cancel our trading at this stage. I don't think we really need it. I think at this point, we should be able to maintain our concrete needs. But of course, to make sure we do have that though, let's build up some power cables. Let's go. Let's run our way around. Come on, let's go from here. There we go. Alright, so that should be fine there. Then we can go to here. And then... oh, I guess that will be good enough. But anyway, all of that should be up and running. That'll be fine and dandy. I think we... do we go ahead and amplify? You know what, given the amount of concrete that is here and it's a low grade, I think it's probably worthwhile, so it gives us some degree of progress. And then... this is average. You know, we'll also try and upgrade that as well. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, and let's make sure all shifts are open here. We'll automatically be generating decent amounts. Alright, but it looks like we have another event, so we'll need to check in on that. Renegades, healthcare, who cares? Renegade colonists are protesting that allegedly bad health conditions in the colony. They have closed off several infirmaries by threatening the personnel inside. All this to make their point, we can guess. Okay, all infirmaries are disabled for 5, or send in the officers to disperse. You know what, I'm happy enough to lose morale. We have officers for a reason. That needs to be addressed straight away, and I don't think we have any hypochondriacs, but we definitely do need people to be looked after. Also too, I don't know if the sanatorium would count as a medical practicing building as well. So yeah, we definitely need to make sure that we are getting rid of our... well, helping our people recover from being alcoholics and gluttons or whatever else seems to be troubling them. Alright, so let's unpause. Everything seems to be up and running. That's working nicely. We don't have any problems there. We've sorted out a few more jobs, which is nice. We do... oh, we're actually hurting our water production right now. Okay, let's go ahead and fix that up. We can easily now build ourselves a couple more moisture vaporators. I think what we're going to do is... oh, of course, these things cost us a fair chunk of water. Right, yep. Alright, you know what, we're going to go ahead and we'll pop these in over here. We'll place that as close as possible. So we'll build one there. And then... we could build one here. If we go much closer, it does give us a warning about the overlapping issues there. So if we build that here, we should be fine. I think what we're going to do is we're going to build a couple of these across this pipeline that go there. So hopefully all of these will fund this and negate that from being an issue. Yeah, that would be good. Or at least reduce the draw from our other supplies. But again, we have stacks of water, so it's not like it's too concerning. We'll be able to fix all of this up nice and quickly. We'll of course go for the hydroscopic coating. That is always a good plan. And it does also look like we're getting a 4% terraforming boost. Okay, oh, so it does proportionally go with the amount of water, it seems. Yeah, I'd be assuming that that is rounded up. Okay, well either way, that is nice. Let's go ahead and let's build another one. We need... okay, so we can see where it goes. As long as we're on the line, we're fine. We'll build one of them here. We'll build... actually, it looks like that's about all we can really do. We're going to be... yeah, fairly... oh, wait a second. Actually, if we get this just right... let's try and keep away as best as we can. And then we could technically skirt the boundaries with the others. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, one way or the other, I think, but we'll just double check just to be on the safe side. We definitely need to go ahead and add some power to all of this, of course. That'll... you know, we'll just run under the power cable. There we go. Nice and easy addition there. And wait a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought we just sorted that out. Oh, I guess that doesn't technically connect. Alright then, well, we'll go build one there, build that there. That's fine. We'll go around that junction there, that'll be fine. Alright, so, yeah, we're back into the positive, that's good. This is growing. That's being built. We have plenty of polymers, plenty of metals. Yeah, let's build that last one there. Let's go see if my theory was correct. Okay, you know what? We have to go one further back. You know what? That's not the end of the world. Yeah, we're fine. None of the others are really causing trouble, but you know what? It seems good enough. We'll go this side, though. We'll fill in the gaps, and that way we don't even have to route in more power cables and piping, so that'll be fine. We'll just do that there. Looks like we have some toxic rains coming about in 3 days. Alright then. We're yet to have experienced toxic rains, but we have hit those thresholds for that to be a thing. Also, too, yeah, now that we've realized that that does help with our moisture evaporators, I think maybe we try and focus on a few of those as well, just maximize our water potentials. But either way, we'll get to that in time. Let's see, what have we got? You're up and running. You're fine. We're going to need... Yeah, we're going to need to sort out a few things. First things first, we need some more storages down here. Let's make a rare metals deposit. Where is that? There we are. We need to make sure that that is within range of these two drone hubs. Otherwise, yeah, that's going to be a little bit of an annoyance. In fact, we can't quite go that far. What about if we rotate? No, we've got other things in the area. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just go ahead and plonk that there. That'll be fine. And then we also need a concrete depot as well. We'll build... Yeah, we'll go ahead and chuck that out over here. And then we should also probably do a couple of large dumping sites. Yeah, we'll do one for each, as this is going to be quite consuming of, yeah, a lot of earth, and so we'll need all of those. We'll go ahead and... Do we allow the shuttles to work on these? Well, for now it is, but we'll go ahead and turn that off for the concrete depot. Yeah, we'd rather everything get shuffled off over there. We're going to try and minimize the amount of...
Research complete.
Minimize the amount of shuttle usage. Yeah, I think if it goes to here, it can then get moved off to somewhere else. Yeah, either way, I think that should be fine. We'll have a couple of metal machine parts just so we have maintenance in the area, and you know what? That is just inside our borders. Okay, that works out perfectly. That works out really, really well. Alright then, there goes the Martian diet. Let's go ahead and see about adding in a couple more techs. We're really going through this quite quickly, which is quite nice. Let's add on in... I don't think that there's really much needed for terraforming for now. And they're not exactly expensive, so let's go for something quite impressive. Let's go ahead and build... Oh, you know what? A biorobotics workshop could be useful. Yeah, that would give people another job that they could do that would be useful. We could also go for the space elevator for money, or even the excavator, but yeah, okay. You know what? Concrete first, excavator. Then we'll go for the space elevator and the geoscope dome, the geoscape dome. I think that's going to be the best thing for us. A couple of good options along the way. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely are producing what we need, so that'll be fine. Let's also check in on the mohole. It's still slowly being built, but again, I guess the nanobots do have to do what they do. And... oh, these guys are just a little bit short. Oh, and we're also outside of range of a triple electric scrubber. Alright then, let's go ahead and fix up all of these issues. First things first, let's go ahead and build... let's build... Actually, you know what? I think we go ahead and salvage... Wait a second. Let's just double check. Triple electric scrubber, that goes to right here, in between the MDS and the building. Alright, so we'll salvage that spot here. We will then go ahead and build a scrubber. We'll then go ahead and replace those cables. Come on. There we are. So that should hopefully transfer power through. I don't know if it will, but maybe it's just because it's not there yet. And then, you know, maybe we just go ahead and we dedicate another drone hub over here. There's going to be a fair bit of stuff to do. We're going to need to make sure that everything's up and running. Yeah, I think the best thing for us is to build one more. We'll pop this over here. We don't need to extend the area too much, but we do want a good amount of overlap. This will reach all of our storages, and hopefully, yeah, they can make sure that all of these buildings are looked after. All of the resources are transferred across as needed. Yeah, all of that's still going to be necessary, so we'll go ahead and let that be. We do have a universal depot for machine parts, concrete, metals. That's nice. So hopefully... Does that include electronics? No, but I think it should be within... Yeah, it should be within drone range, so both of those should be built fairly comfortably. We'll even go ahead and we'll preemptively, 1, 2, 3, add in another triple electric scrubber. That's going to be for the mohole, avoid anything there, and then what else have we got? We have Caravel, we have a magnetic shield, yep, the frigate going off for our planetary mission, and then, oh, a rare metals rocket that's ready to land. Oh, okay, well, you know what? Go ahead and jump on down. We will happily decrease the war tension. Hopefully that hasn't been there for too long. We do want to slowly get this back down to 0, or at least assuming it can go back down to 0. That would be good. Let's make that a top priority, but it looks like everything else is panning out okay. We've got our GHG factory up and running, which is nice. Our triple electric scrubber should be up and running in a second as well. Actually, you know what? I do have to check before I forget. Did we ever end up... Okay, we need a couple of polymers down here. Okay, so you know what? Let's go and... Where was it? There was a... Oh, never mind. I thought there was a universal depot down here. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take the RC transport. We'll go ahead and pick up a couple of polymers. No, that's not the one. Polymers. There we go. Alright, we'll pick up... Wait a second, let's just go with 10. That seems acceptable. Alright, and speaking of storages, we should probably build one more for over here. Maximize their efficiencies. Let's go ahead and build that there. Let's also build another depot for fuel, since they need that as well. Yeah, there we go. Alright. They shouldn't need much more than, say, 25.
Research complete.
Alright, that's fine. Alright. Well, that was a very quick hello and goodbye, all before the toxic rains came. That's good. That should mean, let's see, 41? Come on, down to 31. Excellent. That's what we want.
Resources are low.
Alright, electronics are still rather low, it seems. It looks like our production is not quite where it needs to be. We're going to have a little bit of trouble. Let's open up all of the shifts. Let's go for the factory AI. And you know what? We'll even amplify as well. Yeah, we really want this to be up and running right now if we can. Yeah, I kind of forgot that it only opens up with a single shift. So, yeah, hopefully that's not going to cause us too much of a problem. Alright, well, either way, there's our RC transport. It's picked up the polymers that are needed. Was that all 6 that we needed? 2 for here, 2 for there, 2 for over there. Nothing for the other one. Alright then. Let's go ahead and unload our resources there. And that should be good. Alright, and yeah, we don't even need this RC commander here anymore. Although, you know what? We have a couple of prefabs. Let's go ahead and make their life a little bit easier. We'll unload all 10 and make sure that this stays up and running at all times. Alright, well, that's good. And it looks like our magnetic shield has made it to orbit. So let's check in on this and see how that goes before rounding out the episode. So let's see. Magnetic shield. The magnetic shield the magnetic shield settled in its orbit and slowly began expanding its sun-blocking appendages. After a few minutes of nerve-wracking anticipation, waiting for the self-assessment protocols of the Sunshade to finish its thorough checkup, a green sign appeared. The magnetic shield is operational. Then the cheers erupted, and so did several bottles of champagne. We did it. Congratulations, citizens of Mars. Well, that is really good. So that's going to help us out. I believe that's going to mitigate some of the loss of our atmosphere. Yeah, so we're down to losing 0.14. Oh no, 0.141. It's still going to be growing as our atmosphere increases, but the more magnetic shields we put in there, the slower that it will decay, which is going to be, that's going to be what helps us get to where we need to be. So, you know, all things in time, but I think that's a pretty good spot to call it for today. We've made another milestone in our terraforming progress and working our way ever closer to a new Earth on Mars. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.